President of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, CMA P. Raju Iyer, Guest of Honor, CMA D. Sundaram, Chairman of the Southern India Regional Council, CMA Shankar Panikar, Joint Convener of this regional conference, CMA Vijay Kiran, esteemed elected representatives at the Central Council, Regional Council of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, past chairmen, past presidents, and other representatives, special invitees, and members of this renowned institution. A very pleasant good morning to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to be part of this inaugural session and share some of my thoughts on the theme of this conference, which is the Indian business landscape. What are the challenges and opportunities that are awaiting all of us as finance professionals? All of you would agree that last 2 years, 2.5 years, pandemic has transformed, as was rightly mentioned by your chairman. The new normal has come in and uncertainty has set in. But fortunately, India's resilience to overcome this pandemic challenge has proved to be leader in the arena of managing the vaccination infusion to the population. A record number of 219 crore doses so far done. And we always used to think we should be positive in life and approach. But for the last 2.5 years, all of us are thronging to become negative whenever testing is done for COVID. So that is the change in the scenario that has come. And similarly, even in the civilization of human, you will all agree we have come a long way. Prior to education, we were affixing thumb impression. Human beings used to affix thumb impression, and education empowered us to affix our signatures, but due to impersonation, forgery, risks and all that, then came we moved to thumb impression, which is biometric. But COVID pushed us to use more vibrantly technology for facial recognition. So all these are all dynamic changes. Paradigm shift is always there. Not only on the business front, social front, but even on the domestic front. Few decades ago, if you had asked an housewife to decide on a smallest matter on the domestic front, she would have said, I need to consult my husband. Today, every husband says the same thing. I need to consult my wife. There is a paradigm shift in every walk of life, and this business environment has also undergone dramatic change. And that is also leading to the propelling of the economy into the positive direction. Therefore, let us take a look at the economy at a glance. There are many positives, as all of us will agree, as far as the Indian economy is concerned, because of the demographic composition and also the way in which the Indian economy is growing. It is the fastest growing emerging economy in the world as of today. And in addition to that, India is transforming into a global investment destination for the global investing community as such. Now, the macroeconomic snapshot of 21-22, if you see, the data is distinct and very clear. The flow of foreign direct investment or reserves, all those things. No doubt there have been few fluctuations, but nevertheless it is surging progressively and moving forward. And the greatest reform that has happened in the recent times, or rather from 2017, is the introduction of GST. And all of you would have noticed in the last 8 months, it has never gone down below 1.440 lakh crores. It is above that. And the highest was in April, 1.67 lakh crores. And October grew to be 1.51 lakh crores. And I know the fraternity, the members of this fraternity have contributed a lot for the successful implementation of GST and enabling this record collection in all the industries and business enterprises where you are rendering service, either within in-house or as consultant. And even current year, the snapshot, if you see, the last first quarter, it was a record growth of 13.5% GDP. So that momentum is bound to go on, and India is truly gaining leadership. If you take the historic origin of the Indian business landscape, it dominated in the ancient times, but unfortunately because of the British rule, there was a regression, and then post-independence we started gradually picking up. But beyond, after 1990, the economic reforms that have come in, I think the Indian economy is galloping, and I'm sure, in 2010 we pushed Canada to become the 9th largest GDP size economy on nominal size basis. Then in 2015 we pushed Italy and Brazil to become the 7th largest. 2018 we overtook France to become the 6th largest. And in 2020 March, just before the lockdown, we were about to pick UK, but we slipped back because of pandemic. But last quarter we again surpassed UK to become the 5th largest economy in terms of GDP nominal size. And it is predicted that 2027 we will overtake Germany, 2029 Japan, and thereafter we are going to compete with China and US, who are now 23 trillion and 17 trillion. But it is not difficult. We may consider that the gap is too huge between us and China and between us and the US. But this gap, I think, is surmountable for the simple reason that if you see the historic way in which the US and China also galloped. First trillion was achieved by US in the year